Good morning, everybody. RB living with the geezer. That's a pretty cloud formation ahead of us there. I don't know how well you can see it through the camera, but sort of pretty. And, yeah, it's Friday morning, and I don't know when I'll upload this. That video I uploaded last night, it was a mail call, and then I cooked some carne asada. I think that took about 7 hours to upload last night. I don't know what was going on with YouTube, but I could barely get YouTube to come up, and it just, you know, kept buffering and buffering when I'd try to watch some videos. So I don't know what was happening. I guess a lot of people were on it last night, maybe. But, yeah, but I woke up this morning and it had finally uploaded. So, anyway, we got that one out there. So, I don't know if I may upload this one here in a little bit. See how long it takes. But, we're just out, ran to the store real quick. I was going to get a can of soup. I really don't need to buy anything. I got a lot of that carne asada left over. I went into Lowe's and cans of soup were over $4. I said, you know what? Another little squirrel survived. I saw him in time. I said, I'm not paying $4 for a can of soup. So I'll just wait till I go to Walmart. That Lowe's here, that small town grocery, they really jacked their stuff up. So I may just quit going in there. But yeah, we're just taking the long way home, and just yeah, I want to talk a little bit this morning. And before I forget, if you put in the comments what you want to hear me, I don't want to talk about anything that people don't want to hear. So, you know, just to be blabbing. If there's anything in particular you want me to talk about, just put it in the comments, and I'll be glad to blow some hot air out on it, on whatever subject it might be. So, as long as it's on the positive side of life, you know. And anyway, we'll just ride around this morning, look at a little countryside, hopefully see some livestock. But yeah, I don't get on Facebook real often, but I saw this morning that they had a ceremony last night from my old buddy, I call him RH, Bob Hardenstein. And Bob was a career fireman with San Antonio, and he put in, I don't know how many years, he may have put in 30, I don't know. Here's some livestock. But Bob, through the years, I believe it was 1978, I met Bob, and he joined the, where I was there with the volunteer fire department that I remained on, and after I became a career firefighter. Oh, somebody behind on my bumper. But anyway, I think it was 78, Bob came. He was an Air Force veteran, and he grew up in Pennsylvania. And then he came down San Antonio, and he married a gal, and got on the San Antonio Fire Department, which was very good. Of course, this bumper rider is going my way, so I'm gonna pull over here and let her go on by. There you go. Get to wherever you're going in that hurry, lady. So anyway, I met Bob in like 78, and I saw he became chief of the fire department out there, the volunteer fire department. Since then, they've turned it into a combination, paid and volunteer. But saw this morning, he'd been chief since I believe 78. And I saw this morning that he had a ceremony last night, and he retired as fire chief out there. 44, if I'm ciphering it right, 44 years of service, volunteer service. and he's retired from the San Antonio Fire Department. Bob's drawing a pension, of course, but 44 years, and he was one of the most dedicated firemen, volunteer firemen I ever saw. He did not miss a call. That plectron would go off all night long, and Bob would make every call. The geezer can't really say that with being honest. So there was some that I felt like maybe they could handle without me, but Bob was really a dedicated guy, and he's a little older than I am, and he just now retired from being chief out there. That department has grown from, we started it in '73 with 8 people, and like I say, they've grown into a paid, it's a combo paid volunteer fire department now, and they've got really beautiful equipment, and Bob has done a whole lot for that area out there. And I just wanted to talk about him this morning. He's got 2 sons, and his wife is Sharon, and of course she's done, she was on Ladies Auxiliary, and she's done a lot for the department also, and 2 sons. Well, one of them I know went into the Air Force. I believe he became a pilot, an officer, and I don't know about the other son. I'm sorry, but I used to work. Oh, there's a lot of pretty cattle out there. Bob and I used to work part-time together too. We had a yard service. Well, we did just a little bit of everything. I did that with several people and plus by myself, but we had some big yards in Fair Oaks Ranch that we used to maintain. We had the yard for the fella that owned Valero Diamond Shamrock. We used to do their yard and put up with his little kid who was a little pain in the butt. We'd be like on riding lawnmowers, and when you turn your lawnmower away from him, he'd shoot at you with a what I call it, like a slingshot, the little Y thing that with the elastic, and used to be able to shoot rocks and stuff. Yeah, that's what we put up with out there until we cornered him one day and threatened him a little bit, scared him, and he's cut that out. But yeah, but anyway, Bob and I did all sorts of work together, and I haven't talked to him in years. But I just want to say congratulations, RH. And he used to. I'll talk about our fire calls on another video because it'd get too long. But Bob, I call him RH and he called me CW. And he always would say, CW and I have been on so many calls together. Oh, look at this one. Oh, we got a good one right here. Hello, buddy. Oh, there's some pretty ones out. Hi, buddy. He says, what is this guy doing? Bob would say, CW and I have been on so many calls together that we can read each other's minds. And actually we could, as far as the firefighting went, Some horses out there with their coats on, winter coats. But yeah, there was one particular call. I'll put it in another video. If y'all want to hear about a few fire calls, I'll come up with some. And there's one that really sticks in my head that Bob and I were on together. And wow, Bob, I may not be sitting here talking to y'all had it not been for RH. He came through like a champ on that one, as far as knowing what was going on. He was one hell of a fireman, I tell you. The guy was good. He wasn't. I saw him do some things that he was in the. He chose the right profession. I'll get it out here. Yeah, nothing stopped him when it come to saving lives and property. And you know, it's a privilege to work with a guy like that. So anyway, congratulations, RH, on your retirement from the volunteers. I bet you he's still going to respond on calls. He just officially retired. He's still going to be responding. I guarantee you that. I know him. I haven't seen him for years. But anyway, I don't want to drag this out too long, guys. But I did want to talk about RH this morning. And if you all have anything you want to hear out of me, put it in the comments. You know, I will tell you about some fire calls that we had that have stuck in my head. You know, there's a lot of them I can't even remember, of course, because we made thousands. But some of them you just never forget. But anyway, yeah, I believe I'm picking the girls up early. Well, I know I am. I'm picking the girls up. They get out of school early today, so I'm going to pick them up at 1:45. And Mama and Daddy are working. So get them today, and they've got basketball tomorrow in 2 different towns. Remy plays at noon in Alvord, and Sonny plays at 3 in Bridgeport. But they're only like 18 miles apart, so creeks don't rise, and the Lord, good Lord willing, Grandpa will make both those. So, all right, guys, peace out. Stay blessed. Stay positive. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. I saw where Boondocking with Dennis got to meet up with Lisa and Bailey. Lisa and her husband Bailey and their dog Hammer down at the down at Port A recently. So I'm envious of him. I want to meet those people. They're been very generous, to say the least. So anyway, everybody have a great weekend, and get your Christmas shopping done, I guess. I've got most of mine. I just shop for the girls and a couple other people, and that's all I can do. So all right, my friends, I'll leave you with this. Let's see here. Let's go around the corner. I want to show you that really pretty place. We'll end it there. Maybe there's some livestock out. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. It froze last night. Got down to like 32. I got to rewrap my water hose. It didn't freeze up on me. I got to. I'll do a video on that. I've rewrapped that heat cord around there so I can plug it in and keep my water from freezing. See those cattle out there? We're seeing a lot of pretty livestock this morning. That's a successful video to me. Look at this place with that lake out there behind it. Huh? How about living there, man? Step out your back door. He's got a pier out there. Step out your back door, catch you a bass for dinner, and have the oil hot in the skillet, you know? Fry it up. All right, guys. Whoops. Have a good one. Adios. Bye-bye.